my name's Dana and welcome back to another video. So today it's going to be another reading vlog. Will there be a video where I don't drop a book? That's the question. Okay, so a couple weeks ago I posted a video of an unboxing. It was a mystery box of books that I got from eBay. It was very exciting and I think it was like my first real video and I was super hyped about it. So I will leave a link to that video, and if the eBay seller, the mystery box, is still open and they're still taking requests, so I will leave that link down below as well. That was all inspired by Peace Love Books, Jess. So again, her link will be below. So today I thought it'd be really fun to start a reading vlog for some of the books that I got in the box. So I picked 4 that were the most exciting to me to read. I did get some older ones and some other ones that I was excited to read as well, but these 4 I think are maybe more of the newer ones. Maybe that's why I'm the most interested in them. They also have really gorgeous covers. So I will share the 4 and then I will get to reading. The first book that I hope to read during this week is Some Like It Wicked by Deborah Raleigh. So gorgeous freaking cover. How hot. So this book, I'm really excited for it because it follows this woman named Jane Middleton, and she's a businesswoman. So she goes to London and she's basically searching for a man. She wants to get married. She's looking for a boo, and just the ton society is not into her. She kind of gets shunned. So, using her brain, because she's a businesswoman, decides, when she overhears a rake who is talking about his financial troubles, she's like, hey, let's make a deal. I've got money, you're good looking, flirt with me at all these society events, and I will give you money. Da-da-da. Obviously, they're gonna fall in love. It's gonna be really hot. I'm excited. Doesn't it just sound great? I probably butchered, the synopsis, but I am here for it. The next book is A Notorious Proposition by Adele Ashworth. So I really just love this cover. I love the white. It also has a really beautiful back with them in a clinch. It's great. So the tagline on the back is, they once found bliss in each other's embrace. Now time and tragedy have made them bitter enemies, but their passion smolders still. So what I got from the kind of blurb that's on the first page is that the couple has a one-night stand-ish, or they kind of both have the hots for each other, expected to kind of have more than one night together. But the hero is a detective, or he ends up on this assignment to go find a jewel thief and leaves her in his bed and goes off on this chase. And then somehow, I guess they get involved in finding the jewel thief together. I don't know how they end up enemies at some point. It just seems quite complicated. So maybe I'll just go into this kind of knowing less about what it actually is about. Who knows? The next book that I want to read is How to Abduct a Highland Lord by Karen Hawkins. I believe I've read one of Karen Hawkins' books. I think it was Caught by a Scot. It was a Scottish book. So then this one follows Fiona McLean, who ends up having to be married to Blackjack Kincaid. And Blackjack Kincaid is a rogue. He doesn't want to get married, but they're getting forced to be together. And so obviously they are married at the beginning and then fall in love after. Seems like it's gonna be kind of an enemies to lovers, perhaps. They, don't exactly want to be together. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe they're from different clans somehow, and that's what's going on here. We shall see. The next book I am so excited for, and it's One Sinful Night by Caitlin O'Reilly. Also, the cover is gorgeous. It's so purple. I love it. Second chance romance. So when she was 17, Vivian Montgomery, she had a summer fling with Aidan Kavanaugh, And so then at the end of the summer, I guess, Aiden goes to London and he leaves Galway. She's Irish. And he leaves because he is an earl. And now it's like 10 years later, maybe 10 years later, and they're both coincidentally invited to like a week-long like house party. And during the whole week, they are obviously dealing with the attraction, trying to fight it, but obviously they won't. And that's gonna be exciting. So, one Sinful Night. I'm excited. So, those are the 4 books that I plan to read for over the weekend and next week. And I'm so excited for all 4 of these. I didn't read the blurbs when I got them and unboxed them out of the box, mystery box. So, having read the blurbs and kind of having a gist of what I think these are going to be about, super excited. I think I'm going to go with Some Like It Wicked first, because this one sounds great. So, catch you in the next clip. See you real soon. Okay, I'm back. It has not been much longer since I first filmed that intro clip, but I'm definitely planning to start Some Like It Wicked tonight. It's currently Friday, so it's currently 5:50 p.m. I have 10 minutes until the Summer of Sarah McLean live chat on Instagram, so I thought I would kill some time by saying that I'm gonna start this tonight as soon as I finish Summer of Sarah McLean, eat dinner, maybe I'll watch a movie or something, and then I'm starting this tonight. Since I got several book mail from eBay, I thought I would unbox them in the 10 minutes that I have right now. So these are all eBay purchases. Oh, no, one of them's on eBay purchase. Back, I found a scissor. Look at how great my Sarah McLean stack looks right there. Love it. Okay, into the first book. So this first book is, I don't know anything about it. It's by Catherine Coulter. I feel like I might now own a few of her books. I thought the setback was really cool. It's like very different, but here for her just like overall aesthetic. This book is for a future reading vlog, so I don't want to share like what the inspiration behind that particular vlog is, but I'm very excited for it. I already own a few of the other books for it. It's gonna be great. Next book is a purchase from eBay. It's from By the Trope, which is, I think, Gigi Reads Romance on Instagram. This is her shop. Oh my god. I'm just like aggressively opening this. Oh, I love, she puts like tissue paper on it. This is the first, I've purchased a few of the books from her eBay account. And this is the first one that's shown up. I don't know which one it is. Oh my god, I am just like a mess with opening packages. Oh, okay, yay. So this is by Susan Enoch. I've realized I've been saying her name wrong the entire time. But this is, oh, there's some, okay, there's a little glue. I will use my Goobagon, which, thank you for whoever pointed that out in my first video. I am obsessed with Goobagon now. So this is A Beginner's Guide to Rakes by Susan Enoch. So I do want to do like a whole deep dive into Susan Enoch, but this could also work for another video idea that I have, and I'm very excited for that. But I also just like really love the step back. Like, it's so good. So there's that. And then there's like slight damage right here, but also some goo. I will get that off. The damage right here doesn't really bother me. I'm not that big of a stickler on like book perfection. And then this other book is from my friend Melissa. I don't even remember what this is. But I love my friend Melissa. She's fantastic. I'll leave her Instagram below. She reads a lot of romance. Oh, she made it all safe. Oh, yay. Okay, I do remember her saying that she was going to send me this. She read it and she didn't want to keep it because she just doesn't have the room for it in her apartment. And so it's The Duke's Stolen Bride by Sophie Jordan. I really love this series by Sophie Jordan. It's super fun. And like, it's one of those series where I've read like books 1, 5, and like 7, and I don't know. So I don't know which number book it is. I'm super excited to read more of this series and read more of Sophie Jordan in general. So yay, excited. Quick haul. I literally now have 6 minutes left. Who is a queen getting things done? Me. Okay. Oh God. I always get like slightly nervous between like the 5 minutes before the Instagram live. Obviously there's nothing to be nervous about. Like, we're all just now a group of friends, and whoever just stumbles upon Summer of Sarah will go away. See you after I've read something, perhaps, hopefully. Good afternoon. It's Saturday after the last clip. Excuse my like acne broken out face. So I thought it'd be really fun to take a bath and read some more of Some Like It Wicked. I'm only like 20 pages in. They've just met. I feel like this is gonna be explosive and I'm so ready. This came out in 2005, but like I get like a lot of Sarah McLean vibes, so very excited. Thought I would share what I'm gonna use for my bath. So thought it was only appropriate to use a bath bomb from Lush called Sex Bombs, and then I wanted bubbles, so I have a bubble bar from Lush, and it's like a mermaid tail. I haven't taken a bath in forever, so I stocked up on some Lush stuff. Very excited, so let's drop them in and let's go. Okay, tiny reading update. I am 132 pages in, and a moment just happened. So obviously this follows a wallflower and a rake and her proposition to him, and kind of like immediately after this proposition, he is like catching like strong attraction to her despite like realizing like she's plain, and I love a wallflower that is actually a wallflower. She's plain, and everyone else kind of like understands that, she knows that, and he, in getting to know her, and he's like falling for her like bluntness and her honesty, and her attraction to him is through her personality, and it's fantastic. And so he's like really into seducing her when he has no reason to, and it's great. And I'm also, so there's just the scene where they're at like a ball party, and he like knows he can't dance with her for every dance because that is like improper. So he dances with her for 2 dances because he knows that like if he danced with her for that last dance, he could go with her to the buffet and like eat with her. And so he gets her all these like aphrodisiac foods. It's really hot. And so she's still like, but I need to marry an honest, like, stand-up guy, and that's not you. And so he like leaves her alone, and he's like watching her as she's kind of flirting now with other men, and they're all kind of excited to meet her because he's been with her. And he's just like standing on this wall staring like angrily at her because he's now obsessed with her. And this is only 130 pages in, and I'm like, put it in my veins. I'm obsessed. It feels like Sarah McLean, and I'm just like here for it. And so now I just got to the scene that just like, oh, it was so good. So she goes with a guy who's kind of like, he kind of calls him like boring and like stouchy, and he says that he has a snout nose. So clearly Hellion, his name is Hellion too, like to make it even like, so she goes off to like a private room off of the ballroom, and so Hellion is like, fuck, I need to go get my girl, and he races off after them and finds that they like went to a library, and the guy that is with her goes like to kiss her, and when Hellion walks in, like literally tears the guy off of her and like holds him up by his throat and then punches him in the nose, his snout nose, and Hellion is like, get the fuck off my girl, bye, hello, I am obsessed with him. And so then she's just like calmly standing there like, dude, what? And so he like just like oozed of sexuality, and it's so fantastic. So he's just like, girl, how was that kiss? Not as good as the kiss I can give you. And it's just great. And he the whole time is just like, this is my girl. Like, how dare he? And I'm just like, yes. Okay. So I'll probably see you soon to update you, but I am just obsessed with this book. Okay, so it's actually been a week since I've last updated this vlog and read anything for it. So the last I spoke to you was a second ago. It's been a week for me. I was reading some Sarah MacLean books. So I finished Wicked. What was it? Something Wicked, whatever it was. I really loved it in the beginning. And then obviously I did end up putting it down for a bit, but that wasn't because I wasn't enjoying it. So after the point that I talked about where he gets like really like protective of him, kind of alpha-y, I did like that part. But for me, it felt like there was, like, he got way too invested in her way too quickly. And while I did really like that, it also just was super quick. And then also the bargain that they have is broken by her very quickly. And I love like a sex bargain in a romance, a historical romance at least. And for me, like, it ended super quickly. I do think that like it made sense because it wasn't, like, it's always kind of icky when money's on the table for really long in a book. So that was ended, but like I wanted to see more of that like flirtation, seduction. He was just like, I'm in love with you, and she's like, how? But I did like that she wasn't as like, oh my god, he loves me, super quickly, because the book would have been over. The other thing that I didn't really like was we did get a lot of point of view chapters from the side character who was his friend, Lord Bidswell. We called him Biddle. And I did not like that at all. He was like a scheming kind of, he was like an icky character, and then he ends up with the main character, the heroine's like best friend. And I did really love that the heroine did have a best friend in the book, and that was really great. But like, he was icky, and he was the entire time like looking for secrets on the heroine, and it just was gross. So I think I'm giving it 3 stars. I enjoyed reading it. It was super fun and super quick, but certain aspects let me down. So now I'm moving on to One Sinful Night. This one is a second chance romance. They were together as kids, teens, and then 10 years later meet again, and he's supposed to be engaged to this lady because he's an earl, and he meets her at a house party, and they end up, being together for like a week, stuck together, and obviously things get rekindled. So very excited. I am on page 15, so I'm actually in our basement gonna take a bath in the nice bathtub. Let me show you what bath bomb I'm choosing to use this time. Okay, so this is the bath bomb I'm choosing to go with for this bath. I don't know, let's try and see what it's called. Not that one. So maybe this is called, okay, this is Marshmallow World Bath Bomb. So let's go throw it in and have a nice relaxing reading session. So this is the 3rd video clip that I'm filming today in this outfit and makeup. So if you've seen it a million times at this point, I am sorry. So update on reading. So I did tell you that I gave this one 3 stars. It was fun, it had its issues. And then I finished reading the one that I started in the last clip in the bath, and that was, I didn't finish the entire thing in the bath. I mean, I started it in the bath. That's One Sinful Night by Caitlin O'Reilly. I gave this book 1 star. I did not like it. I think if I was, well, gonna drop it. I think for me, this book suffered from having too large of a cast of characters. So obviously the second trans romance, I feel like I've said this a million times, but the problem with why they broke up is the fact that the hero sees the girl when they're still in Ireland kissing another boy, another man, and doesn't talk to her and just leaves. And she was being assaulted. And that happening and him and her getting back together at the end just was not okay, and did not like feel like forgiven in the best way, because they have sex twice in this book before anyone is forgiven. And also the first sex scene in this book was with the villain and his mistress, and we get that on the page. We have 3 villains who get their own POVs at times, and I don't understand why. I just want this to be a hero and heroine, and that's it. The romance was not great here. The characters were not great. The heroine had like 0 agency. So we're donating this one for sure. It's sad. The cover is really nice, but it has that stupid $4.99 printed on it, so whatever. I really love this cover, but again, it was 3 stars, so I might donate that as well. I have 2 books still to read. It's currently Monday, and I'm currently reading Daring and the Duke for the reread for Summer of Sarah MacLean. So I will catch you when I start another one, probably on this weekend, for the video. It's a sad little update. I'm sorry. Another week, another bathroom update, taking another bath, starting another historical romance. Here we are again. So waiting for my bath to fill, I started reading the next book. So we're on book 3 of the reading vlog. So this is How to Abduct a Highland Lord by Karen Hawkins. Kind of has a bonkers beginning. So I believe from the back that this is like a feuding Scottish families and a wedding. Two of the kids kind of will avoid it, and the heroine marries the hero, who's kind of a rake, and he doesn't want to get married. So this book, the beginning is super funny. So the hero likes to sleep with married women. He's with a woman, then at her home, her husband comes home, he like rushes out in the middle of the rain at her behest, and ends up falling off his horse and falling in the mud and just kind of like laying there, and he's hurt. So he kind of drifts off into unconsciousness, smelling the lilac of Fiona MacLean. So he remembers her and he like misses her. And so the first chapter starts with Fiona literally dragging him to Gretna Green to get married, and he's unconscious. There's probably some weird consent issues with that, but it's kind of hysterical, and I'm excited to read more of it in the bath. Let's talk about the bath bomb I'm gonna use. So I have still been going through my Lush purchase. So this one is, I think, Big Blue bath bomb. It's got like sea salt, and you can see like the seaweed sticking out of it. So let's go pop it in. And then I also have a like coconut bubble bath. So it's gonna be a fun one. I'm hoping to read at least 100 pages. I really want to start and finish this book today, and then read the other one tomorrow and get this up on Monday. Who knows if I can do that. That would be a big ask, but Monday is Labor Day, so if I need to take also Monday too, I can, to continue reading. Okay, let's go. So it's currently Tuesday. This vlog has gotten away from me. Here we are. So I did finish To Abduct a Highland Scot. I finished this on Monday morning, so yesterday. Who knows what day it is. So I finished it. I gave it 2 stars. I read 100 pages when I was in the bath, and then I read quite a bit on Sunday. I only had like a few chapters left that I finished on Monday morning, or I'd finished this on Sunday. Who even knows? So I gave it 2 stars. I think this is the second chance romance. That the last one was second chance as well. I quite liked a lot of the things this book was trying to do. I think it was a lot of fun to read. I didn't love the heroine, so I think I kind of described the start of the novel. She basically abducts him, which is the title, and takes him to Gretna Green. They get married, kind of against his will. They had been together a while ago, like I think 15 years prior, but she turned him down. They had kind of been engaged. They were going to plan to run away together. He was super excited and super into her, and then she decided not to go with him. And so you kind of found out later on that the reason she broke off their engagement was that he didn't want to give up his lovers. So she was like, no, dude. So cut to the present, and the families are feuding. She wants to get married because her younger brother was just killed, and I think, you know, his family was sort of responsible for it in some way. And there's this whole other layer to the story where her family's cursed and they have these powers that they can't control, and basically they all like end up causing precipitation when they're angry or upset, and her powers are very strong. It tends to rain when she's upset. So there's that. So her whole plan is that, you know, marrying, what's his name, Jack Kincaid will end the curse and her family if she has a baby with him. So that's going on. They get married. He takes her to London, to his house there, and basically just leaves her and goes off to his gambling hell. And she is not happy about that. And so the rest of the book is kind of like her trying to tame him. And I didn't love this type of taming the rake story. It felt super one-sided for a very long time in the book. And I just wasn't, like, I think there needs to be like a equality with the hero and the heroine that just wasn't here. And the agency for the hero was kind of like, he felt like forced into every aspect of this, and I didn't love that. I also didn't like, again, this is the 3rd book in a row where there's like outside perspectives happening. So we get point of views from like his kind of nemesis and his now ex-mistress. He was in the beginning of the novel sleeping with a married woman. So we get her point of view, and it's just like another like scorned woman. And I don't, like, it's just like the easiest way out in a romance novel is to have like the villain be the scorned woman, and I wasn't into it. So 2 stars. I, like, if the other books in the series come my way, I might pick them up, but I do want to give Karen Hawkins maybe another read, but it was meh. I think just having the past 2 books be like meh for me has made me like about continuing this vlog. But I did start A Notorious Proposition by Adele Ashworth. This book is the 3rd second chance romance that I'm reading for this vlog, and I am halfway through. I'm on page 206. I definitely really like this book. It's very different than I thought this book was going to be, and it's very different from the other 3. So this follows, again, a second chance. So they had kindled their romance on an investigation of a jewel heist. The main character, is a seer. She has visions, and she's like a psychic medium. She has visions and also kind of sees ghosts, I think. And then the hero is a Marquess, but also an investigator, and he's like on the hunt for someone who stole his jewels, but she doesn't know that they're his, and she doesn't know that he's a Marquess. She's a lady. So there's that aspect where she assumes they're forbidden for that reason. And then when they first were together, they had sex and he proposed to get married to her. He goes out in the middle of the night to go for this lead he had on the investigation. He gets like clonked over the head, and after being in the hospital forgets a lot of his memories of that night. And she was kind of the most upset, not the fact that he like basically left her. Not sure if she was, pregnant, because that's always a worry and scandal, but she was really upset that he had told her that he wasn't going to go investigate without her, and he ended up investigating without her. So now we're meeting up 2 years later, and there's a lot of like haunted house, like tunnel searching, looking for the jewels, interviewing people, and they're both like, hating each other at times. They're like, obviously he knows that like other shit's up, that he lied to her about other things. And she's just kind of like, what am I doing here? And, he's manipulating her and she thinks she's manipulating him. Everyone's got secrets. It's like much more of a mystery than a romance novel at times, but like I kind of really like it. Which also, like, I'm also the person that says that I don't think I like mystery novels, so maybe I'm wrong. So yeah, I am really enjoying this one. I will update you when I've finished it, hopefully, and then this will be over. So I finally finished all 4 books. So update with a notorious proposition. So I'm giving this book 4 stars. This felt more like a gothic romance. It's heavy on the kind of Nancy Drew supernaturally, but not mystery, but has a very strong romance plotline. And overall, I thought this was really fun and done really well. I really liked the hero and the heroine. The like payoff of the mystery was definitely fun at the end. Do I think this is necessarily a 4-star read overall? Maybe not. It's probably closer to 3, but I feel like after coming off these 4 like suckier books, I am just like ready for like historical romance that is decent. Oh, this was a little sad video. So to recap, I will share with you the rankings of the 4 mystery books from least to greatest. So I gave 1 Sinful Night 1 star, too much terrible villain plots, not enough actually good hero in it to quantify all of the slut shaming that happened in this book, and the heroine had like 0 agency. How to Abduct a Highland Lord, super fun, gave it 2 stars though, just could have been better. Again, relied on the like scorned woman trope, and I hate that trope. Fun, but like nothing to rave home about. Some Like It Wicked had really fantastic moments, but again, just like too much side villain character backstories. Like, no, like I don't care about you fucking side characters. It's a romance novel. I only care about the hero and the heroine. That's it. But like the heroine in this was fantastic. The hero just like fell madly in love with her, which like I fully support, but like it was too much at times. Like it was like, dude, did you have a life before you met her? But like I love you anyway. So I give this one 3 stars. If you find it at a used bookstore, or I don't know if it's still in print, but like it's worth a fun read. This had like Sarah McLean leanings, so I was here for it. Just like the writing could have been better. And then the last book, which I just spoke about, so I won't go too much into it. This one felt like more of a well-rounded, fleshed out story. So I think that's why I'm like 4 stars. I'll give you whatever you want, book. But yeah, this was such a mixed bag, and I didn't expect that at all. I chose these books purely based on how hot I thought the covers were, so shame on me. But like, it was definitely fun to read with the books that I got in the mystery box, and like I highly recommend the mystery box. I wasn't that specific in authors that I really wanted or much at all, so I will leave that link down below. I still have, what is it, like 16 more books to read from the box. I think a few I decluttered, but just because they weren't something that I did want to read. Very happy with this. This video took forever and I'm gonna ramble on some more. But I probably will unhaul these two books. Clearly I didn't like them, even though I really like the covers, and I will keep these two around for a little bit. I definitely would really want to read more of Deborah Rowley and Adele Ashworth, so 2 for the fun scale. I definitely feel like rating wise, have become much more picky this year. I don't think I was always this picky. Like, I gave everything 5 stars like 2 years ago, so. Well, so long, friends. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.